Hey y'all. Listen, if you got 30 minutes and a plant, do it before it rains. Check out this dapper willow. It's moisture loving, it's fast rooting, it's the perfect shrub for a beginner. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bad boy in the ground before the sun comes up. But listen, this is a no mess, easy, no hose type of shrub. Put it in the ground, forget it, wet it, let it, bed it, bam. All right, listen, I'm doing this for you and with you. So see you in the dirt. Peace. Hey, I'm Stefan, and this is Root and Roam, where I help first-time gardeners build confidence and purpose with small outdoor wins, right? So I talk everything gardening, outdoor and home. And today we are in Zone 6A in the Catskills, that's Sullivan County, New York. The purpose is to get this willow in the ground before it rains. I want to take advantage of Mother Nature. She's been good to us this week. So while the grounds are wet, because I have clay soil, it's going to be easy to dig. So let's get the willow in the ground. See you in the dirt. Peace. Isn't she lovely? Okay, so the dapper willow, right? It's great. So it has a lot of bounce, a lot of wiggle, and part sun, it loves. It's going to get about 4 feet, 5 feet in height, 4 feet, 5 feet in width. And getting it in the ground before it rains is ideal. The rain water is perfect. It really helps set the foundation for any shrub, any perennial, any tree. So if you can, try to get out here, plant your shrub before it rains. It loves the electrolytes of Mother Nature. It's really gonna, set the roots up for success. And that's exactly what we're doing, right? So the dapper willow, I just love saying that. All right, see you in the dirt. Okay, so this is my 30-minute garden, my garden chore challenge. This is for my first-time gardeners, right? It helps build confidence and purpose when we're out in the yard together. So that's why I do these little chore challenges are easy. So I like to start the clock right when I get ready to prep, right? So I have all of my supplies here. We are now 0. And let's go. Ooh, it started. All right, so we have our shovels. I need to amend the soil. So remember, I am Zone 6A, Sullivan County, which is in the Catskills in upstate New York. We have a lot of rock. We have a lot of clay soil. So I like to amend my soil, and I'll show you the little cocktail mix that I make up. Okay, because we're planting a shrub, I do prefer not to use in-ground soil when I'm doing a shrub. I like to do tree, shrub, and garden soil. And this has a little bit more bark in it, which helps with drainage in my Gorilla cart. And the reason why I brought out the Gorilla cart is because I like to mix a little 3-part solution if I can. So I have my soil. This is cow manure compost. So I'll put some of that in there. Where is my fertilizer? See, that's why. Let me tell you, as a first-time gardener, try to stay organized. Keep all your prepping items in one section, your tools, your soil, your fertilizer. If not, you're tripping and moving around. This is slow release fertilizer. This will help get the roots going. we have three different properties, right? We have the Catskills, we have Delaware, and we have Brooklyn. So there's 3 different gardens with 3 different purposes. So when I came up to the Catskills to check in on the property after the winter, I realized that I had a juniper tree right here that collapsed. So I've already started this hole. This hole has a hole with the cocktail mix. That actually does kind of help with the 30-minute challenge, right? So that's always a pro tip, right? So if you have an opportunity to rework an area in the garden that you've already planted something, and maybe that's something, didn't perform. Maybe that something died from lack of water or light or anything. Or maybe you're like, I don't really like that placement anymore. You know what I mean? So you already have a hole and you're like, I need to fill that hole. So you go down to the garden store and you figure out, what you want to put there. And that's how the Dapper Willow was born. All right, so let me show you guys what's going on, because that's a really big hole. Come on with me in the dirt for a little bit. See, we've already had a hole here, so it's really easy for me to put this dirt in, and the dirt is so fluffy, which is going to be perfect, because everything else, as I'm digging in this zone here, it's rocks. Every rock here, I've dug up. So this is a great opportunity for me to just put that Dapper Willow in an existing hole with some fresh soil. So we have the soil, it's all nice and fluffy. So now we want to go ahead and place our shrub in the hole. For me, I like to just use the container that it came in, just to make sure that it's leveled with the ground. You never want your shrub to be below ground level, meaning if your ground is here, make sure that the crown of your shrub is in line with the ground, not too deep, because when it rains, you don't want puddling around your shrub. You want the rainwater to enter the root system, but not flood the root system. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So here we are. I feel like this is nice. I like to just use that. Gives me a nice little foundation to work with. Make sure that everything is leveled. I like the way that looks. Now I'm going to remove the shrub from the bucket. I like to tamp it. It loosens up the root system. You're not hurting anything. Oh, hold on. Oh my God, okay, 12 minutes. Okay, so I don't like to pull from the crown. I like to tip it up. Oh. Okay, so we should be looking at a nice root system, right? All right, it's all healthy. Use your tool, loosen up the root system a little bit. Listen, first time gardeners, just know, gardening is messy. Don't be trying to come out here and not think you're going to get dirty, So I'm just loosening up the root system. When it rains, I want all of my roots to get a nice drink of water. So by just loosening them up a little bit, I'm encouraging a nice foundation. Once I do that, I want to place my shrub in the location that I like. I like to make sure that what we call the face of the plant or the shrub is towards, what you want to see of the plant. Now that we have everything kind of placed and leveled, it's time to backfill.
The rest of my compost.
And start mixing. Now, amending your soil is perfect, and that's what we're doing here, right? This is called amending your soil. You are adding nutrients. You are providing the base. It's like breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day, in my opinion. All right. Now that the plant's in there, sorry, allergies. Now that the plant's in there, we want to go ahead and pack it in. So by packing it in, I mean you're just going around the base. You are establishing a nice foundation for your shrub. There's something called like water bubbles, water pockets rather. So by eliminating those, you just want to step on your shrub, go around the base with your shoe. I kind of like to do that. It's easier. And I'm making sure that all of the air pockets are out, so there's going to be no water logging. Go around the entire plant. All right. You step back and you water it in. Although it's going to rain, I do like to just kind of do a little deep water. And it just helps establish the foundation. It is going to rain, but you know, sometimes the rain does help, but depending. You know, today I think I'm getting 30% of rain, so I just want to make sure that the shrub is off to a healthy start. And light and water always makes any plant grow, so I'm just making sure that it has the right foundation. It's a new plant, and it's important that it has all of the nutrition, which it does. So, let me take a look at him. Ooh, all right. So, 20 minutes. So, all right, we did this, right? You know, I'm doing it for you, you doing it for me. We did this, right? So basically 30-minute garden chore checked. You know, our dapper willow is in the ground, checked. We amended the soil, we prepped everything, we got the shrub in the ground. I just have to mulch it. I have a drip irrigation that I'm gonna go ahead and lay, but if you don't, that's okay. Again, the purpose of this is to make sure that you have the confidence to plant in the ground right before the rainstorm, so whatever you put in the ground, you know it's gonna root deep. Another pro tip is to just use your hand and just like level off any dirt that might be around the crown of the plant. You don't want to choke your plant with soil or mulch. So, okay. And then the last and final touch is to add the mulch. And it's 24 minutes. I took a break. I had to find tools. It's 24 minutes and we still haven't. So when you're laying your mulch, it's important that, you know, if you can, 2 inches. The purpose of mulch is for moisture control and weed prevention. So by putting your mulch down, you are saying, hey, dapper willow, I want to make sure that whatever rainwater you get, it stays controlled. It's not going to dry up because of the mulch. The mulch is moisture control. Hey, Mr. Dapper, I don't want you to get swallowed up by weeds because we're in a woodland environment and there's so many weeds, right? So that's what we're doing. We're just making sure that the shrub has everything that he needs to be happy. All right. I'll come around now. As a finish touch, I'll put a little rock around to dress it up. I got so many rocks, so, you know, I can just find rocks in the yard and kind of create a little edging system. Okay. Voila. All right, so this is what garden wins look like, you know, small steps. Small steps, big impact, right? Like this 30-minute garden chore is giving us something that will be in our lives, hopefully for a very long time, right? So just remember, when you got 30 minutes, get outside, pull some weeds, plant a perennial, you know, plant a shrub, cut back or deadhead. But whatever you do, make sure that you are rooting deep, roaming free, and staying grounded. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video or in the dirt, but subscribe, like, or leave a comment. See you soon. Peace.